story for today.
Oh, hello, dear. Miss Petunia here, dear. So nice to see you again. I hope that you are doing well today. Listen, I have a story for you as well as another puzzle. You know how I love puzzles. You said, yes, we know. You tell us every time. Well, for those of you who are just joining me for the first time, well, I like puzzles, as you can see by my puzzle pieces. Oh, dear. Well, this excitement can contain the story that I'm fixing to read to you. And I have a sound effect to go with it. Oh, dear. But before we get started, listen, dear. Listen closely to this story. It's very important. As they all are, of course, because I chose them just for you. Okay. Well, Lois, you've got to stay awake, darling. Lois, wake up, sweetie. I hear her purring. Have you met my kitty, Lois? Here she goes. Now listen, Lois. Say hello. Yes. Is she not talking today? And then check out her friend Fred, who sits on top. He doesn't say a peep, you know, and haven't figured it quite out why he's still here. And why Lois, well, quite honestly, hasn't eaten him. You'd think she'd be afraid. Maybe he thinks she can't reach him. I don't know. And then I have my friend Bruno back here. There he is. He just sits quietly and doesn't say a word. He doesn't give me any fuss. I don't have to feed him, thankfully. Can you imagine having him around and having to feed him all kinds of food to keep him satisfied? Oh, it would just tire me so. Now listen, we're going to do our story. All right, here's the name of it. It's called Early Bird. Did you hear that? I told you, I've got a sound effect in there. Okay, here we go. It says, I am an early riser. I'm up before the sun. You see, I am a rooster. With a duty to be done. It isn't always easy. And it isn't always fun. Well, I have to sound the alarm to wake up everyone. Most people really hate it. When a cock-a-doodle-doo, they don't appreciate it. You would feel the same way too. Folks know that when I start to crow, well, their workday must begin. Those lazy guys don't want to rise, they'd rather just sleep in. They often shout rude things at me like, go back to your coop. And better shut your big beak, or you're gonna be chicken soup. Well, sometimes I'm a target, dodging sandals, sticks and stones. I tell you, it's a miracle. I haven't broken any bones. Well, this morning in the courtyard, as I did my thankless job, a man named Peter looked at me and then began to sob. I know that I'm annoying. People cover up their ears. But never has my crowing brought anyone to tears. Aww. Why did Peter cry? Well, we must find the answer in the Bible. And it says here that we need to turn to Matthew chapter 26 to find it. Well, let's look in Matthew, shall we? Matthew chapter 26. Now, Matthew being the first gospel in the Bible, in the New Testament. It says verse 69 through 75. So let me find Matthew chapter 26. If you have your Bible and you want to join me there, you may do so now. Or you can just listen. All right, here we go. The subtitle of this chapter says Peter disowns Jesus. And that can't be good, can it? Now, Peter was sitting out in the courtyard and a servant girl came to him. "You're also with Jesus of Galilee," she said. But he denied it before them all. "I don't know what you're talking about," he said. Well, then he went out to the gateway, where another girl saw him and said to the people there, "This fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth." Well, he denied it again, with an oath, "I don't know this man." Well, after a little while, those standing there went up to Peter and said, "Surely you are one of them. Your accent gives you away." Well, then he began to call down curses on himself, and he swore to them, "I don't know him." Immediately, a rooster crowed. Then Peter remembered the word Jesus had spoken. "Before the rooster crows, you will have disowned me 3 times." And he went outside and he wept bitterly, which would mean he cried. You know, Peter was asked 3 times if he knew Jesus, and 3 times he denied it. He disowned him. He said, "I don't know him." And yet these people kept asking him and he kept saying no. Well, you know, in previous chapter, Peter had said, "Lord, I will die with you. I will go with you wherever." And yet, when Jesus was being questioned in the courtyard with the chief elders and the priests, he denied him. Can you imagine how Peter must have felt doing that? And then when he heard the rooster crowing, and he remembered what Jesus had said to him, how bad he must have felt. Oh, I hope that one day, when someone asks you if you believe in Jesus, that you would say yes, that you would not deny him because you are afraid of what they might say to you, because you're afraid of what they might do to you. I hope that you'll never be afraid to stand up for Jesus. Don't be like Peter, who denied Jesus when he was asked, "Surely you're one of them." But instead, take a stand and say, "Yes, I believe in the Lord." Oh, I believe in the Lord. You know why? Because he has changed my life. He loves me more than anyone else in the world. And I love him. He is my Lord. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, you know. Well, sometime I'll have to tell you all the things that he's done for me.
Thanks, Miss Petunia, for the message. And now, boys and girls, it's puzzle time. Get your pen and your paper.
Let's go ahead and do a puzzle. You know how I love puzzles. All right. Now, this puzzle will share something with you about, well, something I'm not very fond of. If people were to ask me, I'd say, But you go ahead and get your piece of paper. Listen, it can be construction paper too. It can be a Post-it note. I don't care. Something to write on. And of course, you have your choices. They don't have to look like this. Put a pen, a pencil, a marker. You can get a crayon. You can write it yourself. You can ask your person that you live with to help you write it there. So I will wait. Okay, are you ready? Okay, before I play the whole song. Okay, and I'm not that good, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Here's your numbers. Write them down and listen quickly. 9, 4, 15, 14, 15, 20, 12, 9, 11, 5, 6, 18, 15, 7, and 19. Oh, I like this puzzle. I just don't like what it's about. Now, some of you that know me, well, you already know the answer. But that's okay. Some of you who don't will be able to figure out my least favourite thing in the whole wide world. I'm still asking the Lord, why, oh why would you make those? And he still hasn't answered me, but that's okay. He just keeps showing me things every day, dear, every day. Well, I love you. I hope that you have a great day, and you take care and know that you are important, that you matter, and that you are loved. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.